It's part of Trump's script to paint blue states as havens for criminals, as if sanctuary policies turn cities into crime forts. False. Study after study shows immigrants, including the undocumented, are less likely to commit crimes than U.S.-born citizens, often by large margins. Check the stats. Homicides have climbed nationwide over the last 2 years, and among U.S. cities with 100,000 plus residents, Jackson, Mississippi, has the highest per capita murder rate. America's murder capital, Mississippi leads the nation with a homicide rate of 20.5, closely followed by Louisiana at 19.9. California ranks 31st with a rate of 6.1, while Massachusetts ranks 47th with a homicide rate of 2.7. Bottom line, it's obvious why Trump sent the National Guard to lower crime blue states, to sell the fake narrative that blue cities are crime bastions. It's funny watching how California Governor Gavin Newsom responded to Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee after what she said on Fox News. Newsom slapped back at Sarah Huckabee Sanders after she told Fox News that what happened in Los Angeles won't happen here because Arkansas prioritizes order. Newsom on social media: your state's homicide rate is double California's.
Thank you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So let me start you off with this question. As governor of the state of Arkansas, if the president of the United States deployed the National Guard to your state without your request or your assent, what would your reaction be?
Well, we wouldn't have this problem in Arkansas in the first place because we would never choose rioters and criminal illegals over American law enforcement. And if we got to a place where that was happening, I would call the president myself and ask him to bring people in to help us out. But we would never allow what California Governor Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass have allowed to take place in California to ever happen in Arkansas. It's really clear. They can either choose normal versus crazy or order versus chaos. The fact that they are allowing rioters to run their streets and are mad at the president for stopping it is insane. They should be thanking Donald Trump for helping and assisting bring order back to their city and state that they're frankly incapable of doing themselves.
There's only one problem with this. There's a problem with the pot calling the kettle black. There's a problem with people in glass houses throwing stones. And Gavin Newsom encapsulated it perfectly in a response to this video on Twitter, where Gavin Newsom said to Sarah Huckabee Sanders, "Your homicide rate is literally double California's." We fact-checked it, and it is true. The Arkansas homicide rate is 11.8, whereas the California rate is 5.9. The Arkansas rate is almost exactly double.
The states with the highest murder rates can vary by year and source, but recent data shows states like Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, New Mexico, and Tennessee frequently appear among the top. Other states like Missouri, Arkansas, and South Carolina have also been identified as having high murder rates in recent years. Almost all of them red states. Which states lead in violent crime per capita? In 2024, Alaska tops the list at around 724 per 100,000. Maine is lowest at around 100 per 100,000. In 2022, FBI state data shows the top 5 were New Mexico, Alaska, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Tennessee, all 600 plus per 100,000. So no, it's not the blue states leading the pack, despite what Trump and his echo chamber keep feeding the MAGA base. Cue the reply I always get. Red states only look violent because the crime is in their blue cities. Then comes the dog whistle. Blame black and brown people. Same tired script. But look at the top 2, New Mexico and Alaska, and the narrative falls apart. Offender profiles there lean white, Hispanic, and Native American, and Alaska Native. And remember, the FBI tracks Hispanic as an ethnicity. So many Hispanics are counted under white for race,
murders in America. In 2020, there were more than 20,000. It's a 25% increase in 1 year. At the same time, the prison population has decreased by about 14%. It's safe to say that there's a surge in crime, especially violent crime and murder across America.
Republicans love to blame crime on Democrats and liberal policies. But here's the thing. Among the 10 states with the highest murder rates in 2020, 8. Yeah, 8. You see them on the map. 8 voted for Trump. That's according to a new report by the centrist group Third Way. Joining me now is Executive Vice President for Policy at Third Way, Jim Kessler. Jim, thank you very much.
Bottom line, the real common denominator isn't race, it's poverty, plus segregation, weak services, and easy guns. Most violent incidents track economic stress, not hate. Economic crimes. Americans should see through the gaslighting. This administration's theatrics, shipping National Guard into mostly blue cities for show. Don't change the facts. The racist insinuation is the point, not the evidence.
Best in crime suppression. I hope the President of the United States would look at the facts. Just consider Speaker Johnson's state in this district. Just look at the murder rate. That's nearly 4 times higher than California's in Louisiana. This Speaker Johnson, 4x higher. I'm just offering, again, you've not seen this on Fox News, so the President may not be familiar with these facts. So I want to present some facts to the President of the United States, and imagine this is alarming to the President to learn these facts. Mississippi leads the nation as the #1 murder state in America. Imagine this in particular may resonate with the President of the United States. It's got a murder rate, it's 180%. 180% higher than Los Angeles. It's interesting. LA has more people. These are all per capita numbers. More people than Los Angeles. Perhaps the President could deploy the National Guard in every corner of Mississippi. And the fact remains, if the President is sincere about the issue of crime and violence, there's no question in my mind that he'll likely be sending the troops into Louisiana and Mississippi to address the unconscionable wave of violence that continues to plague those.
And because the US, Canada, Australia, and much of Europe are multicultural, it's convenient to pin crime on certain groups. But if you look at vastly homogeneous nations like Japan and South Korea, the same variable is behind these violent crimes: poverty. And most of these crimes are economic in nature, not hate crimes. Short version: crime follows the money, not the melanin.